Hello, Yuri.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I am fine, thanks.
Good to see you. Come in. Hello, Mikhail. How are you today, Mikhail? And we have Alla here.
My name is Anna. Hello.
Anna. Oh, sorry. Just.
Don't you remember me?
Yes. Good to see you again. Okay, this is time to start our lesson, and we're going to talk about media or mass media. So at first I would like to ask you, what is the mass media? How would you describe it? Or give the definition of the mass media.
It's all sources where we can receive information.
Mm-hmm.
It's a computer, it's a TV, it's an internet, and talking to other people, all the kinds of relations to get information.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So first thing, I would like to ask you, how do you get the news, Yuri?
I get news from internet.
From the internet.
I get some news I get from newspapers and some from internet.
Mm-hmm. Anna, what about you?
I do not have a TV at my house, so I get all news from the computer or from the paper journals, magazines. It's rarely.
Mm-hmm. Mikhail, what is your source of information?
In general, I use only newsfeed. I mean, to add use special program which find articles, new articles from the paper.
Mm-hmm. What is the program that you use?
Like Feedly, it's special aggregator of news.
That's interesting. I never heard about that.
Would you give us a link to this program?
Yes, I can.
Also, I'm using a special app on my smartphone to get the news.
Mm-hmm.
It's an internet tool, but it's a special application.
From mobile phone program.
Yes.
I see. Mikhail, for some reason I can't hear you very well. Maybe try to fix the microphone or something.
No.
Okay. Thank you. So, what do you read more, newspapers or magazines? Anna.
Hmm?
Do you read more newspapers or magazines?
I cannot remember last time when I read a newspaper. It was a very long time ago. Journals or magazines I buy to see pictures and photographs in a very good printed quality, not from the screen. So it's a National Geographic magazine or some magazines about fashion, not about news. But I do love Newsweek magazine, but it's very rarely I buy it.
Okay. Yuri, what about you? Do you read more magazines or newspapers?
I read magazines, for example, around the world, and some newspapers.
Like what? What newspapers do you usually read?
Arguments and Facts, and our city newspaper.
Okay. Mikhail?
Yes, okay.
Do you read more magazines or newspapers?
It depends. I read some. For me, it's not important which как источник, which one source. Yes, source. For me, it's more interesting the topic or field of and in use and. Yeah, I read in general a lot of newspapers or news sites. Yes, and but the magazines, I see some interesting articles from that. It's interesting.
Okay.
But nowadays, all magazines have sites with all information on it. So you just read on the internet, can read all articles.
Or if you want to read in бумажный variant, in paper variant, you buy it or you read in a paper variant.
Okay. So we found out that Anna doesn't have TV at home. What about you guys, Yuri and Mikhail? Do you watch TV? And if so,
my grandmother watched TV, and that's why I have a TV.
I see. And the second question I want to ask: if you watch TV, how often do you do that? Mikhail, do you watch TV?
No, in general, I have TV, but I don't. I didn't watch it. Maybe when I eat something, I just like turn it on like background sound.
I see. Okay, yeah. Now there is nothing interesting on TV that you couldn't get on the internet, because you can watch films on the internet. You can read the news, read and everything else. Before, I think people watch TV more often because there was something interesting. Nowadays, I think the internet
become more popular.
Yeah, and takes the first place on people's lives. Right.
But nowadays, I live in Russia, and all government TV programs is very pro-Putin. So if you want to get any other information, no government course, you must go to the internet only. It's not on TV any opposition shows and information. Almost lie and awful.
Yeah.
When I need to see some TV program, I go to the internet broadcasting. Every TV channel has internet broadcasting live right now. You can see from all the world any program you want.
I agree with Anna, and also when I watch the news or read the news, I usually compare different channels, different companies, and different countries, because in different countries the very same news might be written differently. Depends from who is writing this article or gives the all right. And now we're going to take a survey or test, and it's called "Can you live 2 weeks without the media?" And we'll see how addictive are we to the media. So I'll ask you a question and give you 4 options: A, B, C, or D, and each one can express their opinion about this and write, maybe make a note which one is your answer, and then at the end we'll see. Okay. So first question: what's the first thing you usually do when you wake up in the morning? Option A, have breakfast. Option B, pick up a newspaper. Option C, turn on the radio. And option D, check your email, Facebook or Twitter. I'll repeat. First thing in the second, you pick up a newspaper. So option C, you turn on the radio, and option D, you check your email, your Facebook or Twitter. Yuri, what do you do first thing in the morning?
Have breakfast.
You have breakfast. Okay, this is A. Option A. You can mark it. Mikhail, what about you?
But I don't hear. What about question? I need to choose what I.
Option, the best option that's fits you. So first thing in the morning, you have breakfast. You pick up a newspaper. You turn on the radio, or you check your email, Facebook, Twitter.
No, I use all of this program. It's like on demand because we have a notification all time, and all time you check it. And maybe most important, it's like email, to read the emails fast, and not fast. It will be the first, yes, in my list. And after that, when I have a maybe working question in working chatting by Skype or something like that.
Okay, so again, you will first thing in the morning you will check your account, maybe your email or other things, right? Breakfast is not the first. Doesn't take the first.
No. It's the third or fourth thing.
Okay, and we have a new guest in our room. It's Vitaly. Hello, Vitaly.
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I live in Ivano-Frankivsk in Ukraine.
Okay. Anything else? How old are you? And what do you...
I'm 27 years old. I work for oil and gas company, and I learning English too, because sometimes I'm not very satisfied with my job, and maybe in the future I will change it. I don't know.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'll tell you our topic.
Okay.
We talk about the media, mass media, the internet, newspapers, and so you're welcome to join to our discussion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and again I repeat the question for Vitaly. what do you what is the first thing you usually do when you wake up in the morning? Have breakfast, pick up a newspaper, turn on the radio, or check your email or Facebook or Twitter?
That's a question for whom?
Well, for everybody, if you would like to give an answer right now, you're welcome. If you need some time to think about it, maybe
No,
Anna.
I don't need. Anna, okay. Let's let it first. Okay, I will wait.
Okay.
I'm checking my Contact account and my Feedly app and my WhatsApp app.
I see.
I just grab my phone first time in the morning before breakfast, before start washing. So I'm very addicted to it.
Okay, so you can mark that it's option D that you choose in our survey. And Vitaly, what do you usually do? What is your first thing in the morning? Having breakfast, reading a newspaper, listening to the radio, or checking your social network accounts or email?
From your list, there is neither of them. None of them, because yeah, I just first of all I visit my bathroom in the morning. Then I go to my kitchen to prepare my breakfast and have a breakfast. And after this, I go to usually go to to work when it's a working day, and then I spend the time I have internet there, and from that I know some news about situation, what really I need to know. And I'm never because it's a very hard now situation in Ukraine, and I never I don't want to be I don't know how to say update, yeah, because of the news, and so I do it maybe in the middle of the day or after or in the evening, so like this.
Thank you. So we have two people who actually have breakfast in the morning, first thing in the morning, and two people who start the day with mass media. So Vitaly, you can mark that your option is A. It's closer. You first thing you have breakfast.
Where can I mark?
Well, just in maybe on piece of paper, because then yeah, then we can see the results.
Okay. Sorry, I will. Okay.
Okay. Next question. We talked about it before a little bit, but how often do you watch TV while eating your meals? Well, option A, hardly ever, occasionally, frequently, always.
Well, for me, it's occasionally.
Occasionally, okay. So, Mikhail can mark your option is B, occasionally. Vitaly, how often do you watch TV while you're eating?
Hardly ever, I guess.
Hardly ever. Okay, your option is A. Again, you have A. Anna, what about you? Oh, you don't watch TV, sorry. So probably.
But I'm watching. I'm watching.
You watch online.
Books, yes.
Okay, then how often do you do this? Do you watch news or watch online television while you eat?
I don't like news. I understand Vitaly completely.
or let's say online television. How often do you watch online television?
I do not watch online television usually. I watch TV shows on English every day.
English TV shows.
Yes.
Can you?
And because of children, I have time to watch it only during my dinner or lunch. Sorry. So it's often to watch something while eating.
Mm-hmm. And how often does it happen? Hardly ever, occasionally, frequently, or always?
Frequently.
Frequently, okay. And so it's option C. And we have Yuri. Yuri is being quiet.
Occasionally. I see occasionally.
Okay. And it's option B. Next question. You listen to the radio. Never, rarely, most days, every day. Vitaly.
It's a hard question because at home I'm never listen to the radio, but during my driving, yes, I listen it to. No, it may be middle of this. I can say it's rarely, maybe.
Rarely. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can mark option B. Mikhail, how often do you listen to the radio?
Never, but when I maybe when I go with some person who listen it in the car, but it's not me.
It's not you who listens. So you can say that you never listens to the radio, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's option A. Anna, do you listen to the radio?
I think modern young people do not read newspapers and do not listen radio at all, except for the car. Some people who have a car, they listen radio in the car to entertain themselves.
Okay. Well, what about FM radio station? Maybe. I mean, how about FM radio station, like maybe, you know, relax music or just musical radio stations?
But all my friends and people of my age do not have a radio at their house. They use internet for listen to the radio. There are special sites to listen online radio stations.
Okay.
But me, I am listening radio every day because my son loves children radio station, and we listen it by this. It's my son's thing. I do not know how you name it. How do we say in English? What is this?
No,
maybe it's portative radio.
Yeah, portable radio. Yes.
Yes.
I see. So you listen to the radio every day, right?
I'm have to do it. My son loves it.
I see. Yuri, do you listen to the radio?
I choose variant B.
B, which rarely also, right? Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to the next question. When was the last time you read a newspaper or a magazine? Our options: I can't remember, some weeks ago, last week, this morning.
You mean paper newspaper or anyone?
Well, let's say let's first talk about paper, right? Because nowadays we have two kinds of papers, electronic and actual newspapers. So let's talk about the original newspaper that on Mikhail.
I don't remember the answers. It's like once a year. You have?
So it's, I can't remember, some weeks ago, last week, this morning.
Okay, I can't remember.
You can't remember. Okay. And if we talk about electronic newspapers,
it was maybe 2 hours before the lessons.
2 hours ago.
Yes.
Okay. So probably you're closer to option D. Well, it wasn't this morning, but it was close enough. And what was the newspaper that you read?
As I say, it's a lot of different. It's like a list of newspapers, and I just to check the interesting articles for me. I don't know. It's like more business newspapers about some.
Okay. So you read about business. Okay. Yuri, when when was the last time you read the newspaper?
Last week. A paper.
A paper. Okay. And electronic?
Electronic 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Okay. Well, and what was the topic, or what do you usually read in the newspaper?
In newspaper, I read объявления.
Advertisements.
Advertisements, yes.
Okay. Are you buying something or selling? Or you looking for to rent something?
I buying. Я раньше выписывал как бы.
Yuri, the question is about this advertisement. What you want to do by reading this one?
Yeah. What are you looking when you?
I look in a job, and I look in when my advertisements are in this newspaper.
Okay. So you're looking for a job, and then you're checking if your advertisement is being published, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why you don't use internet to
I use also internet and use a newspaper.
Okay.
Because in our city it's more better to use newspapers, I think.
It's very unusual.
Yes.
Well, I say from my personal experience, I got more response through the internet than well, a few years ago I tried paper advertisement and I never got response, not one phone call. But since I started to advertise my services on the internet, people actually started to call me.
No, I have an advertisement, and more than 7 people call to me.
That's a good result. Vitaly, do you read newspapers?
From your list of answers, it's A. Can't remember, I guess. It maybe but was last year or something. I usually read from the internet, of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what are you interested in when you read newspapers or magazines?
It's different. It's can be the first my hobbies. It's about football. I'm interested in football, so I want to know more about some of my favorite football players, or about their matches and or something. And if it's a magazine, so it can be about sport, actually, like general about sports, because in winter I like to know about something about skiing, or just I support every time my country in all kind of sports, and I like it. And of course it's about political situation, economical situation in my country at all. So it's like different types. It's depends on situation, what I am searching, what I am looking for.
Okay, thank you. Anna, did you express your opinion already? Because I forgot.
About newspapers,
Yes.
I never read them. So I think
Never.
I can't remember.
Okay. May I ask you why don't you like newspapers?
It's pointless. I can get all information from the internet. And
see.
I do not use public transport. I am a homestay mom, and I always before the internet.
I see. Okay.
I can access any news from home.
Uh-huh. I understand.
I'm sorry, I can't remember. It's A, yeah, right?
Yes, it's A. Mm-hmm. Next questions. Are you online even when watching TV or listening to music? And the options are never, sometimes, mostly, always. Anna.
I'm always online. There is Wi-Fi zone in my apartment, and I can access to the internet from many devices. My husband is IT engineer, and we have a lot of computers, notebooks, smartphones, other tablets in our home.
I see. That explains if your husband is an IT worker, then of course you always online. Okay.
Yes, he will give me presents by only gadgets.
Mikhail, what about you? Are you
I'm use these devices like Anna. I have a lot of that, and I maybe if I have electricity in apartment, it's I will be online every time.
Okay. Okay, so you always online. That's
yes, but yeah, when I work, maybe I'm sometimes I'm offline because of bad internet on the streets. How to say it? I mean mobile internet, bad mobile internet in our country.
all right. Vitaly, are you online even when watching TV or listening to music? How often? Always, mostly, sometimes, never.
I guess it's sometimes because actually my attitude to that situation is very bad. I think that we have to separate it a little bit, because we have to have a rest from these devices, from the internet, and it's no, it's my opinion about this situation. and I tried to separate it when I watch films. So it's I don't use the internet and I'm not online. I just close it and I don't disturb me in this moment because I'm busy like this. Because it's every time, for example, like Anna, I every time use watch some English programs or films or something, and it's disturbed me when someone send me a message during these films and it's not good, because when I'm watching films it's like a studying and you have to be concentrated enough.
Mm-hmm. I see. Thank you. And I think your opinion makes sense, and I think it's wise to do so. Well, me personally, I turned off all my gadget at night. I turned off Wi-Fi on my cell phone. So because it's kind of disturbing when in the middle of the night you hear message like somebody sent you an email or send you some message through Skype and you hear this.
Especially we have a lot of advertisement especially my Gmail. I don't know where they taken my email address, but I have lots of them, and they just every time. And during the night, it can be comes to me, and it's disturb me. I can wake up, and I can don't like. It's very hard to sleep again with a good night, so with a good sleeping.
After reading this advertisement.
Yeah. Especially if it's in English and you try to understand something, what is it, and it's very hard. So it's more reasonable to close it, to forget about it for a while time when you have rest. So it's better.
Okay, Yuri, how often do you stay online?
I'm not staying online if I watch TV program.
Okay, so when you're doing something else, when you, for example, when you're watching TV or listening to music, you never online. You sometimes online. You mostly online, or
sometimes.
You sometimes. Okay, that's option B.
Can you describe what do you mean by staying online?
Well, that you connected to the internet and you keep receiving messages.
Not the same. You could turn off all the notifications and messages and can be staying online too.
That's
when I'm watching TV program, I do not see notifications. I just turn it off. But I am online.
I see. Well,
so they keep going. I do not see it.
No, it's. I think it's not you online. It's like when you're online, it's when somebody can disturb you, and you during the films you can stay typing with somebody. This is, I guess, online. When you answering, when you speaking with someone. But when you close it and you just online, of course I'm too online. I don't close my my telephone or turn off the telephone or my Wi-Fi. It's online, yes, of course, but I don't use it. I'm not in online for my friends like this one.
Yes. So I must choose another option.
Okay, which one?
I cannot repeat. Can you repeat?
Okay, it's never, sometimes, mostly, always.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So it would be B. All right. How much time per week do you spend on listening to music? Less than 7 hours, from 7 to 21 hours, 21 to 30 hours, more than 30 hours.
Can you just print all the options? Type.
Sorry?
Can you type?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So first one. Less than 7 hours. Second is from 7 to 21. 7 to 21.
Per week or month?
Yes, per week. Yes, it's per week. Then 21 to 30. 21 30. And the last one is more than 30.
For me, it's variant A.
Then it's yes, listening to the music. Yes. How many hours per week do you listen to music? So, Vitaly, you listen to the music less than 7 hours, right?
How do you know?
It's Mikhail who said it.
Yes.
It's Mikhail.
It's my
But
answer.
you got it.
Vitaly also.
Yeah, the same question. The same answer.
The answer. Okay. Yuri, how often do you...
Less than 7 hours.
Less than 7 hours. And Anna?
More than 30 hours.
From 7 to 21. Right?
No, more than last option.
More than 30. Oh, okay.
Because of children, they like to.
I see.
You have to listen to music every day.
Mm-hmm. But if you wouldn't have children, just your personal time.
Then less than 7 hours.
7 hours. I see. Well, you don't like music very much. 7 hours.
I like to listen to music when I'm resting and while I'm working to concentrate on the work. But it's rarely nowadays.
I see. Well, for me, I would say it's more than 30 hours. If I'm doing anything, I like to listen just maybe as a background, or if I'm traveling, I also listen into the music, and so I can't live without music.
Use the audio file.
Huh?
You are the audio file.
Yes. I like different kind of music, and I listen it almost every time. Okay. Let's. Yuri is quiet. Yuri, how,
I say that I listen music less than 7 hours.
Oh. May I ask why do you hate music?
Yuri?
I'm not
That's
hating,
awesome.
but if I sometimes I didn't have time to listen to music.
Okay. I understand.
I think people spend most time at the work, and if their work cannot allow to listen to music, so they do not listen music at all at the work.
Okay. That's also
So we
makes
get
sense.
less than 7 hours because of people are busy all the day.
Okay. And the next question will be about social networking. How much time per week do you spend on blogging or social networking? The first option is the same, less than 7 hours. Then second, so first one, less than 7, then 7 to 14. Next one is 14 to 21. 14 to 21. And the last one is more than 21. More than 21. Mikhail.
It's hard to say, but I think it's more than 21.
21. Okay.
But because sometimes you check it, it's like a few seconds. But in general, if we sum it up, yes.
I think it's about blogging when you write something.
When I write something.
Not just reading.
I never write. I like
photos. You never speak with friends online.
No, I don't like this. I prefer to read and don't spend in time for writing some articles or posts.
I see. Mikhail is not very social.
Yes. No, it's not about the social. I haven't a lot of time for this, and I try to cut this part of process working in social network. It's just a question of spending time.
All right. Vitaly, how much time do you spend blogging or on social networking?
I guess modern life, it's every time spend lots of time, and I don't know what the answer has to be, because if it's about speaking or typing, it's maybe less than 7, because I rarely use it. But I guess that problem is not about spending time with friends or something. It's spending when you read a lot, when you just do, because I spend a lot of used to spend a lot before. Now I try to like check a little bit, because it's a problem, I guess, when you spend and you, for example, when I when I charge in something, so I have to do it, and I need to change it in the future, and I do it. But I think that the problem is like obviously, and we have to. I think that my answer must to be like more than 21, because it's true. It's not typing, of course, but I spent. So my answer is more than 21.
The question was about blogging. Blogging is to tell something.
Blogging and social.
Yes, so it includes either one, blogging or social networking.
What letter we choose from Vitaly answer? A or C? D.
D. You say more than 21. Yes, more than 21. Right. Yuri, how much time do you spend?
From 14 to 21.
14 to 21. Okay. Anna? Bon appetit.
Sorry. I'm a very social person, but while staying at home, it's very hard for me. So I compensate my social needs by social media. So I choose more than 21, and I do love to create something, to share something from my personal life with others. So it's a thing for me. I choose typing or blogging over sleep, over eat. So it's a very, very, very important thing for me.
Okay, so you're a very active blogger. And what do you write about?
About interesting things for me, about my life, about children, anything.
So it's kind of like a diary. You have an online diary, something like this.
Yes. Also, I have an Instagram. It's a kind of photo diary.
Okay. Yeah. Online, yes, social networking sometimes replaces even real life. You need to also be, you need to moderate the time you spend socializing on the internet, because as there was one post in VK, yeah, it was like when I started, when I opened my page, my tea was hot, and then suddenly it became cold. So or I'm just online for a minute, and then it's already morning.
Do you think that it is a modern issue or not?
Well, in my opinion, I think so, because especially among young people, it's really a problem because they're losing the, communicative skills. They just stuck to their cell phones and texting each other. I read about this, some of them, and they keep checking their messages every 5 seconds, or their cell phones, to see if anybody posted something or liked their picture or commented about their post. So I think it's an issue, especially among young people.
And the problem is not about typing maybe at home. The problem is even they are surround the friends in the cafe. They take their phones and type each other something. I guess it's very stupid. And this is a problem.
It's not quite right for me. I was very social and like to create something before the internet was was in my house. I was writing a diary from a very young age, so it's just another form of my creativeness.
No, we're not talking about, in your case, it's understandable, but we are talking about young people who are really addicted to their gadgets, to their device.
To communicate people from all over the world instantly. It's very important for modern young people.
But Vitaly says about the cafe and restaurants. People on which sitting on one table, yes, don't speak with each other and just writing the text messages. It's maybe something interesting, something new.
Is it familiar for you or common, or like, I don't know? Because no, for me it's like very maybe not stupid, because it's like modern life. We have to accept it in one sense, in one hand, but in the other hand, we have to understand that it's a problem today, especially for adolescents, for teenagers, and we have to like check, maybe try to change, like in the government, even in the government sites.
Mm-hmm. There is about modern etiquette. What about
the last.
I don't hear you.
Anna, the last phrase
sorry for
was not.
interrupting
Didn't get. Can you repeat again? Sorry.
There is a modern etiquette rule about cafes and smartphones. So when you meet with your friends, you must turn off your phone, or turn off the sound on the phone. It's impolite to check the messages all the time. It's just about politeness and etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends on you, especially, because you have your choice, and if you turn off the sound, it doesn't mean then you turn off the Wi-Fi. I guess maybe it's better to close all Wi-Fi in cafes or restaurants. Maybe it's as a exit of this problem. I don't know.
But what we need to do if maybe sometimes you have a very important question and you need to make an answer
use
very
our
fast.
mobile internet, very good internet.
Yes, for me it's close to working question. Yes, because I think I need. Sometimes we need to answer to make answers very fast if it's important.
But I think when I agree with Vitaly, he meant to say that there is a tendency when people gather together to talk, maybe spend time together, but they don't spend time. All they do, they're typing.
Yeah.
And it's becoming a problem. And people losing their communicative skills. For them, it's difficult to have a conversation face to face. More and more they're getting used to type and messages rather than have a face to face conversation.
I see.
There is some studies about it. Modern young people can multitasking. They can talk and check their Facebook at the time, and it's natural for them. It do not interrupt the communication.
Well, it seems like it's okay, it's normal, but again, as I read, and some scientists say when you multitask, you lose ability to concentrate because your attention is divided between different things, and you lose concentration. Instead of focusing on one thing and do the job properly, divide it, and you cannot focus on any of your projects or your tasks.
Yeah.
But in modern reality, you must multitask, but you have so many sources of the information, all these sites, like Michael said, he cannot remember which sites he read 2 hours ago. It's a lot of information. You must.
Yes, in this case, I agree with you. Like you mentioned that you were before, you used to be bloggering and you do it every time, so it's okay for you and your adult one. But we talk about the teenagers, the adolescents, people who are who spending by time. It's not spent time like for something good. It's spending for like doing nothing, I guess. And this is the main problem, because if you try to just look at person who go to cafe, when I go to my lunch to have my lunch during my work, I see this person. They come into the cafe. What they do? They just go to their how it's called, karman. I forget.
Pocket.
Pocket, and take the phone. Yeah, pocket and take the phone and turn on the Wi-Fi. And I really know. I really know that it's not nothing important for him to do it right now. But it's like yeah, it's every time doing it's like habit. So it's a bad habit, I guess.
We have quite a discussion here.
I today got you a link to the study about teenagers and their communication. It was a very interesting study. Was held in Russia. Psychologists told children from 13 to 16 age do not use their cell phones, computers, or TV all day, 24 hours. There was 68 children at the study, and only three was able to do it.
This is the answer, yes.
Yeah. I'll read this link after we finish.
It's just about our topic.
Yes, thank you. So let's check our scores and see how addicted are you. So if you got most A's, do we have such person who's got most A's?
Most, it's how many? I have 4.
4 out of how many?
Maybe it's half.
Out of 10, yeah, or 8.
No. 8, maybe.
8. Yes, you got. So you got 50-50. It's like you in between. So if you got most A's, you can do perfectly well without the media. If you got most B's, you like it, but your media habits are still healthy. If you got most C, you could live 2 weeks without the media, but at great cost. And if you got most D, you cannot imagine living in a world without the media. So, Anna, what is your result?
I think the last one, I cannot live without media. But I do live without media on my vacation, on my dacha, country house.
Yuri, your result?
Maybe not open to use.
Can you explain, please?
I have A B variant.
A B. So you kind of like Vitaly. Yeah, between A and B. Okay, and Mikhail?
I have a variance between A and D.
A and D. You cannot type of very interesting.
I must say goodbye to all of you. Thank you for the lesson.
Okay.
My baby is crying. She needs to put to sleep right now.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night. Well, it's time to finish our class anyway. So I wish you to stay healthy and have healthy habits and use media wisely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll see you next time, and we'll have another interesting discussion.
Thank you for lesson. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you. Bye.